Take one. Okay, wait. Hey everyone, welcome back to Becoming Dr. Baker. Hey everybody. Hi everyone, and welcome back to Becoming Dr. Baker. As you can tell, it has been a long time since I posted, and I feel like that's how I start all of my videos from now on, so sorry about that. But honestly, I've been just living my life. I feel like I updated you all in April, May-ish about how things were going. I just finished up my second year of the PhD program. And if you're new to this channel, I am completing my PhD in counseling psychology. So finishing up my second year was a big deal, super excited. And then now I've been enjoying my summer and getting immersed in new things. So I wanted to update you all and provide you with, I guess, just some commentary on maybe 3 domains that are going on in my life. The first being research, the second being travel, and the third being my introduction into media in the industry field. Okay, so the first thing I said was research. Research has been going really well. I had to be very intentional about seeking out opportunities where I could dive into research projects that really related to my interests. So, as you know, my interests are Black mental health, using intersectional methods and intersectionality as a framing to understand mental health, particularly in Black women and families, and also interested in socio-political determinants of mental health, which basically means how do structural factors influence how we think, how we emote, and how we navigate the world. Publishing and just having a manuscript out is a big deal in academia, and it's been really difficult for me to get my name on something. I kind of felt like I was doing a lot of work, but it wasn't necessarily going into publications. Working in public health, we did a lot of technical reports, reporting to clients, and clients may be the Department of Education or the Department of Defense or the CDC or the NIH, but we never really did manuscripts for publication as far as peer-reviewed articles. So entering academia or re-entering academia as a PhD student, I came in with some insecurities around publishing and manuscripts. It takes a long time to produce a manuscript. Something that I was working on in 2018, 2019 finally came to fruition in terms of manuscript in early 2022. So it can take several years for a project to get off the ground and then to be written up into results that can be communicated via a peer-reviewed journal article. And I've always tended to put my efforts elsewhere. So I know that in academia, our currency is articles and manuscripts, but to fulfill my heart and soul, my currency, I guess, is giving back to the community. And I think that communities, most people who aren't in academic spaces or in the ivory tower, aren't going to look up articles on Google Scholar to learn. Frankly, manuscripts, the way they're written, are pretty boring. So I focus a lot of my efforts on community engagement, content creation, and being able to communicate my research or research in the field in ways that are easily digestible to the everyday person. So while research is going well, academically, as far as I do have 2 manuscripts that have been submitted and are waiting to get reviewed, and we'll see how that goes. And a book chapter as well. I'm super excited about that. But I'm also really excited about what this can do for communities, what this can do for Black mental health, and just promoting science to the everyday person. 2 research projects that I'm really excited about are, the first one is, how do we understand radical hope in Black women activists in the South? So I'm looking at Black women who participated or engaged in activism in the Southern United States during 2020 or 2021 at the height of the COVID-19 pandemic. Looking at how they understand the concept of radical hope. Why do they keep hoping when there's adversity, when there's socio-political oppression, when we're living in times that are completely unprecedented and frankly very scary? So trying to understand the motivations of Black women activists, and also just understand how they're protecting and maintaining their mental health during this time. I finally finished all the data collection for that project, so very excited about that. And also get to present some of the preliminary findings at APA this year in about a week. So I'm very excited about that project. That project has been my baby. It's been my first project from the ground, submitting the IRB, being the principal investigator, and actually conducting the research in ways that I wanted to conduct it. So I am beyond excited about what we found. how I was able to engage Black women in my research, and also just to get it out in the public and to see what other people think and how we can build from it. The other project that I'm involved in, I'm also really excited about, because it's all about Black women in college, ages 18 to 25, and how they understand self-care, self-compassion, and relating that to if they subscribe to the Strong Black Woman schema or Black Girl Magic, which we believe may be another iteration of the Strong Black Woman schema, meaning both hold Black women to unattainable standards of achievement and accomplishment and value them for their mental fortitude. So looking to understand if there's any correlations between conceptualizations of Black Girl Magic and the Strong Black Woman schema, as well as engaging in self-care behaviors or self-compassionate beliefs. So really excited about that project as well. So the next domain of my life that I want to talk about is travel. I was really fortunate to travel to West Africa in May to go to the Gambia and be immersed in a psycho-spiritual, psycho-developmental journey where we got to view the University of the Gambia's counseling centers and provide consultation on how to deliver behavioral health services to students. So that was really cool. Also got to learn some cultural practices that are used in the Gambia that aid in mental health and just healing in general. That opportunity was something that I wasn't expecting. I heard about it about a week or two before I left to go. So that was just a very whirlwind of a time, but I'm so thankful for the opportunity to go. And it left me thinking about a lot of things and how we do Western medicine, how we do Western psychology, and how I can merge these practices into what I'm doing today. Getting to travel with a team of Black psychologists and other trainees was such a great experience. I was glad that I was surrounded by people who were also trying to learn about their heritage and who are also grappling with how to hold all of these different feelings and emotions at once. And I came back just really reeling in the experience, not sure what to make of it, not sure how I would move on with this knowledge. I honestly should probably do a separate video on everything that I learned there, but we did a lot of historical reckoning, so just trying to understand the past. There are storytellers who don't have a written history, so everything is orally delivered to us, and we got to listen to the different storytellers who often will drum and then express the story or storytell while they're drumming, so it keeps a rhythm and everyone's in tune, which was a really something I had never seen before and something that I really enjoyed. But we got to go into holding cells where Africans were kept before they were sold like cargo to the US and to Europe, and that was honestly just a lot to, I'm even like, my heart right now is just like, it was just so much to hold. It was such a way to kind of break away from the ivory tower. I just finished my semester and then go into something that I was really passionate about and something that hit really deep in my soul. So that was a big part of this summer. Speaking of other travel, I also went to Canada with my family. That was fun. And I went to Baltimore for the Health Policy Research Scholars Summer Institute. I think some of you all know, but I am a health policy research scholar funded by the Robert Wood Johnson Foundation. So we spent a week learning about how to integrate our research and our values with policy and structural change. And that was really awesome. I had a blast there. The last thing that I'm doing this summer, and yes, I'm doing a lot this summer, but the last thing that I'm doing is I do have a full-time internship at PBS. PBS stands for Public Broadcasting Service, and it is a nonprofit educational entertainment organization, probably one of the largest and well-known in the company that produces educational content in the digital media space. And so getting to be involved with that, you all know my passion is one day I want to have my own talk show. I want to be able to communicate research, to communicate science to a really broad audience and impact so many people. So getting to be a part of this organization, learning the ins and outs of media production and media design has been a dream come true. And I'm so excited that I get to say that I have worked for PBS. And honestly, like, I've been thinking about the fact that I think I want my research to be communicated in a documentary. Like, I would love to make documentaries one day. I would love to make PSAs or short communications one day. Things that really stimulate our minds without having to be such boring manuscripts. I mean, no offense to people who produce manuscripts, because that's needed, right? But it's also needed to be able to present the research in a way that's digestible and impactful and going to make the changes that we seek to make as researchers. So I'm excited to now get to use this experience to blend in with my passion for communications. So all in all, that is my summer update. I don't even know how long this video is. I feel like I've been talking forever. I took a break, went to eat and drink some coffee, so I really feel like I've been making this video for like 5 hours. If you enjoyed this, of course, subscribe and like. I want to be producing more videos on actual guidance for graduate school. I know I've mentioned the Health Policy Research Scholars Fellowship, and a lot of people are interested in how to be an applicant for that, or a good applicant for that. So hopefully I'll be able to produce a video on fellowship applications, as well as anything else that would be helpful in graduate school, and also just updating you all on my life. So until next time, bye everyone, and thank you for tuning in to Becoming Dr. Baker. I really appreciate you all.